Welcome to the Copper Queen Library Annex. My name is Yotaki, and as you can see, I put on something safe and comfy. Hope you did. Have your journal ready, have your colors and your pen and paper. Now, I know that I said the shadow animal is a little scary, but that's because it's our fears. It's what's within us that we fear. It's what we dislike about ourselves sometimes. But what our shadow animal shows us is how to be kind and loving to ourselves as well as to others. So perhaps you have a big scary shadow animal, or a frog, or a snail, or something kind of yucky and squishy. Whatever it is, you can find out. We're going to do our journey first to meet our shadow animal. So have everything ready, because after that, we're going to learn how to honor our animals and how to make an altar or a totem or something that shows our animal our respect. So snuggle up, do a couple of deep breaths, and relax, because you know that you're safe and you know that you're about to honor your shadow animal. Okay, inhale, exhale, and relax. No expectations. Allow the animal that comes, and then I'll introduce you to my shadow animal. Inhale, exhale, relax. This time, our path takes us down to the edge of the ocean. Can you smell the salt water? Feel a little breeze and the sun dancing upon the water. We sit in the sand and we gaze into the ocean. And as we gaze into the ocean, we feel ourselves being drawn deep, deep, deep into the bottom of the ocean. We're brave and safe, and we allow ourselves to float down, 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 down to the bottom of the ocean. And there is a giant bubble. We go inside the bubble. So we open the door, step inside, close the door, and know that we can breathe wonderful air, clean air. The water surrounds us, but we're safe. We hear a noise, maybe a shuffling or a tapping. Feel something, and in enters our shadow animal. Our shadow animal can take any form. And we know that it's here to teach us, to show us. And we bravely look at those emotions that surround our shadow, the emotions that keep us in fear or anger. And we listen and we look. Look within yourself. Look at others through the eyes of our shadow animal. Our judgments, our harshness to ourselves, to others. And as we do that, exhale with love, allowing our shadow animal to come a little closer, to put a little light on that emotion, that hidden aspect, that fear. Inhale, exhale, and just sit and allow the shadow to teach. We hear the water around us and we know we're safe. We know that our shadow animal is here with us, and will be if we need to speak again. And so we inhale and we step out, close the door to the bubble, say thank you and goodbye to our shadow, and begin to float up, up, up through the surface of that ocean to the top where the dance of the sun on the top of the ocean. And we enjoy the sunlight as we ride it to shore. And the wave deposits us on the most beautiful sand. We stand and walk down our path, ready to write in our journal and find out how to honor all our animals, including the shadow animal. So begin to walk down your path. Open your eyes and return to the room that you left when we started our journey. So now that you've written in your journal, how do we honor our animals? I have some pictures. I have some words. You can wear a symbol, have a piece of clothing, have something that represents them. Whatever it is that works for you. A tattoo can be a permanent symbol, a permanent way to honor. Place a photo or a drawing or a painting, sketch the animal, dance the animal, use movement. Maybe the shadow animal even talks to us through movement rather than words, because it is a little different. Find a representation in nature, the feathers, perhaps a crystal, perhaps a charm that just makes you think of what your shadow animal is. Sculptures, statues. And I said I would introduce you to my shadow animal. And you may think it's funny, but it's my shadow animal. My shadow animal happens to be the cow. And I have a couple of symbols to honor my shadow, to learn from. I do not like cows. I do not like free-range steers, or whatever they are. I always think the cow wants to eat me. Even when I was overseas and I met what's so-called friendly dairy cows, they gave me that killer cow eye. So I have to figure out about my shadow animal. But it doesn't have to be a spider or a scary snake or a crocodile with big teeth or a woolly mammoth or a bat. It could be something simple. Now, how do we honor our animals? When we look around, we see some symbols. I have a scarf that has the dragon, powerful Chinese dragon in red and black. I also have the dragon in gold. You notice these things after a while that you may not notice. The Bagua, the feng shui, they hang a mirror out, and on it is the dragon to ward off any evil, any danger, and to protect the home. So there are things that we have. I showed you my necklace. Perhaps yours is the dragonfly, and you decide to get a charm, and you honor the dragonfly through your charm. One of the most fun ways, I think, and most respectful ways, is to create an altar. And altars can be made out of anything. An empty box can become an altar. Something that maybe your mom or somebody used has a secret way to open, and you can create a home for one of your animals. Perhaps my unicorn wants to live inside this box. And so I put my unicorn in there. And I can take it in or out whenever I want to honor it, to show it. You go to the store and you find one of those things that make your house smell nice. And it's an owl. Perhaps your wisdom is needy. But whatever it is, you have wonderful ways to do it. I found, oh, I did want to show you my picture of the milk cow, my scary shadow milk cow. But there it is in my journal because the shadow is important. I had a box and I liked it, but I never knew exactly what to put in it. So I decided, well, one of my power animals are tiger. Plus, my daughter loves white tigers, and my son in Chinese zodiac is a tiger, as am I. So I got a white and a regular colored tiger. I put in a flower, I have a candle. I don't like the candle in there, but I also have incense, and I can put some incense in there, whatever I want. A stone. This stone is called tiger eye, and I can honor the tiger by putting a tiger eye in there, putting a stone or a crystal. So there's lots of ways to honor or have a totem. Perhaps you have wisdom of the sea and you have a little shell. You might have crystals or different stones. Lots of ways, and you can put them on a shelf. You can light a candle and think about your animal. Be careful with the fire. You can have them around your house. But let's say we want to find out more, or perhaps right now we're having a little trouble figuring out our animals. So we look at this chart, and you can just put it down in your notebook. Divide it into quarters. Top quarter, what is your favorite animal? Write 3, just what comes to mind. Doesn't matter, don't censor it and think, oh, I have to have the eagle. No, you don't. What is your favorite animal? What pops in your head? And then what qualities do you admire? Do you admire bravery, truthfulness, kindness, love? Do you admire someone that cooks? Whatever it is. 3 qualities you admire. And these can change over your life. And then, what animals do you fear or do you dislike? And write them down. 3, whatever comes to mind. And then what qualities do you dislike? Do you dislike people that lie? People that steal? People that hurt other people? Do you dislike bullies? What is it that you dislike? And think about it. And how do these animals and traits combine? And what does it say about your favorite animals and your power animal, your lifelong guide, your communication animal? What is the trait that you're looking for or need to learn or feel a little bit more? What is the trait you need to work on? Or why do you dislike that animal? I know a lot of people say, oh, ants, they're hard workers, admire the ant. But the ant also doesn't even think. It just does whatever the queen wants it to. So do you need to think, to use your critical thinking skills? What is it that this teaches? And how does that combine with what you have? Perhaps you pick up your stone or you pick up your power animal and you think about the traits and you find out more about yourself, more about your animal. And if you want to find even more, you can do research online or at the Copper Queen Library and the Copper Queen Library Annex. So thank you for journeying with me, finding out about my power animals, your power animals, and I hope you watch the videos multiple times so you can experience it deeper and deeper and have a great time. Thank you. Bye.